What's up, everybody? Justin Hayes here from superhumanpursuits.com. You might have noticed lighting's a little bit better today. I actually got 2 new lights and a microphone. I'm hoping to make these videos a bit more engaging, entertaining, and in turn, more educational. So anything that ups the quality, that's what I'm chasing. Hopefully this fits the bill. I want to talk a little bit about running again. I know I spoke about it in the last post, and I don't want you to think that I'm gearing this blog towards running. That's not the case. It just so happens there's been a lot of events in my area, the St. Louis area, like Tough Mudder, Warrior Dash, and I've heard a lot of conversation about running in general. And that's where I want to start this off. I hear when people start to run or get involved in it heavily, I start to hear people talk about their gait cycle, and they might necessarily refer to it as gait cycle, but that is what they're talking about when they're saying, you know, do I overpronate, do I underpronate, do I forefoot strike, do I heel strike? Runners will talk to each other, and someone will say, oh, I have a problem with overpronation. And then I'll hear this general advice, and the general advice is usually related to go to such and such store and grab a pair of running shoes, or go to such and such place, such and such doctor, and look into orthotics. I just want to say that if you look at how your foot strikes and think about it, it's almost common sense that what's going on above that, at the knee joint, at the hip joint, in your core, those things dramatically affect how your foot's going to strike, right? So if you don't stabilize in the core region, if you lack certain stability or mobility in the hips, if your knees are caving in or caving out, these are the big players in what's going on at the foot level. So if you were to go and just get an orthotic or get a running shoe and try to correct this pattern by just looking at that alone, you're not going to solve the problem, right? An orthotic or a running shoe with a lift or a high arch is not going to solve a core stability issue you have, a hip mobility issue you might have, a glute activation issue you might have. It's not going to solve any of those problems. So my piece of advice, please, 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 if you've thought about getting orthotics, if you've thought about getting shoe inserts or high arched custom made running shoes, before you do that, go ahead and find out if you're functionally sound. Go ahead and search for good training and see if everything's working properly from a functional level above that before you start to deal directly with the foot. I hope that helps. Any other feedback you guys have on this, I'd love to hear it. Questions, let me know. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.